Okay, thank you, Mr. Mata. We appreciate the San Antonio Food Bank for coming in and educating us on all your programs. And I will let you take over from here.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm always happy to talk up the food bank. We've got so much stuff going on, so many services, and it's wonderful to give out the information um, throughout Texas. Really, I work in the client services department. I've been here about 15 years, and we have grown from I think there's like 25 of us. Um, when I started. Now we've got over 150 people working at the food bank, and we have another food bank up in New Braunfels, which does pretty much the same thing that we do. Um, anyway, our client services department is, let's see if we can do that. We are now working in 29 counties. So if anybody needs help in any of these counties, they can give us a call and we'll be glad to help out. We've gone all the way up to, let's see, San Angelo, all the way out there. And what we want to know is when somebody calls, how can we help? We want to know about their situation. Why are you calling the food bank? Let's see what we can do to assist you. And we have a surprising amount of things that we can help out with. Of course, we help out with benefits. These are the benefits. We have a contract with Health and Human Services, and they train us. They vet our information systems, our networks, and then we're able to handle the privacy information that you all have. And we do the applications, SNAP benefits, TANF, Medicaid, Medicare Savings Program, and WIC. We do those applications and then we turn them in by through the secure website to the Health and Human Services Department. A lot of times, the first thing is people say, well, I've never done this before. I'm not sure how to do this. I'm not sure how to go about that. And we tell them, that's okay. We'll be glad to help out. We're professionals. We do this. We've been doing this. I've been doing this for almost 15 years, but we have a lot of folks here who are experts in helping out with these applications. Most people call us. We can do these over the phone. If there's not like a real time crunch, say that you don't have a vehicle, you don't have internet access, you just found out that you might need help with Medicaid or SNAP benefits, one of these programs, you can just give us a call, and then we'll do those applications over the phone. Now, a lot of times people come in, they just come in off the street, they say, hey, I saw you on TV. I need help with food stamps. I've never had it before, or I had it in another state, and I really need to apply. They come in. We appreciate it if they can call us first. We can set up an appointment. That way, there's not a lot of wait. Some days we have 10, 15 families waiting in the lobby, and so we don't want them to wait so long. If we can schedule an appointment, that's always the best way. We also have the on-campus sites at the Alamo colleges. That's fantastic because we help not only the students, we can also help out with the facility people, families of people whose their kids go to the colleges, and we help them right there on site. We take referrals. Any of the agencies that are helping people who may need help with food, applying for programs, or just other resources, they can send us a referral through the website. And then we do the virtual applications, which are really great. We're able to send a link with GoToMeeting, and if the client has a computer or a laptop and internet access, we can actually do the application right there virtually, and that really makes a difference. There's no time, so we don't have to worry about filling out the application then mailing it. We can do it right there. So talked about that, and what we do is we'll just take a picture of the ID, and we'll use that to say this is the person who's doing that, and then we can take pictures of documents, or they can send them. They can take pictures and send them to our email. We just do everything right there. We want to send in a complete application, so they're not waiting to find out. Oh, you still need to turn in this or that. We go through all the documents that they'll ask for, and then we'll try to get pictures and send everything together in one package. So we can do the new applications. If somebody has never had benefits before, we'll talk them through the whole thing, the whole process, what kind of things that they need to turn in, all that. We can do the renewals too, and that's really good. It's a lot quicker. It's like a 10-minute thing to do the renewals, and we also want to look at all the services. So even though you may not ask, we'll offer. Did you need help with diapers? Did you need help with pet food? You have. I see that your mother lives with you. Is she getting benefits? Does she need help with benefits? So we want to screen through all the different services, things that you wouldn't even know to ask for. Okay. Required documents, we go through everything, and these are the things that the state of Texas is asking for: bank statements, medical bills, and things like that. We can make copies. People bring in the documents, we scan them, and we send them, connect them to the case, and send them to the offices so they can have those right away. The process takes a little while. There is the expedited SNAP benefits, which can be 2 business days. It's up to the state. The state makes that determination. Um, Usually for SNAP benefits, it's going to be about 34 days right now. Um, for Medicaid, it can take 45 days, and for the long-term care, we do those applications. That's usually about 90 days, and those are ones it takes longer because they want to talk with the client. They want to see what kind of assistance they need, and some of the documents take longer for them to get hold of. So it takes them longer to get all that paperwork together. And then we answer any questions that they have. Who can apply? What happens if this happens, or how do I reapply? I'm not sure about the status of my case. We sit down and talk with them. I don't want people to be leaving the food bank and going, not really sure what's the next step. I want them to know exactly, because it's their case. So I want them to know this is the next step. We do food distributions. We do them throughout the counties that we serve. Um, Ever since the pandemic, we've been doing these big distributions. This is kind of I like that picture anyway. But this is the one that I took. This was like at 6 in the morning here at Northside Stadium. Every Friday, as long as we can do it, we're going to keep doing the big distributions. That is The distribution is set up to give a family of 4 food for 2 weeks, and we try to give them a wide variety of food. We have smaller distributions. Those are going to be the food. It's not going to be as much food. It's going to be a smaller amount, maybe 200 or 300 families. Um, and we have those throughout the week, and we have those throughout the counties that we serve. If somebody needs help with the food distribution, they can just call us, and then we'll sign them up, register them for the distribution, and give them the information. So go here, for example. Okay, so you're going to go next Friday, Northside Stadium. We'll send you the address, send you the time, and with these distributions, they just wait in the car. And when the distribution starts, they drive through, and the volunteers put the food in their vehicles so they're not running around. They don't have to get out of their vehicles. Okay, so the mega distributions, that's what we call them. It can be 2,000 families. These are huge. So, and they're going to be in really big areas. That's why we have them at the stadiums. We have it at the flea market, the big flea market. It's a big giant parking lot, so we can handle all those people. We'll have the smaller ones, which are called pop-ups, and those are usually focused on some target. Say like I do the ones at Northwest Vista College, and it's 50, 60, 80 families. Um, Generally, it's going to be known to all the students. It'll be on their website. But any families who need help, they can call and we can register them and get them in there. We don't, you know, just because it's at the Alamo colleges, it doesn't mean other people can't get help with that. We do those for the school districts. Now, the school districts are a little different. Those are specifically targeted um, to the families of the students there at the school. And generally, that's going to go through with the counselors and things. They'll find out which families are needing assistance, and they'll be invited in to go to those. We have those at churches. We have a lot of food pantries at churches, and those are open to anybody who wishes to come. And then we'll do some other nonprofit ones. We have nonprofits call us up and say we'd like to do a food distribution, like for Thanksgiving. Um, Sometimes we'll have Fourth of July events, back to school events, and then we'll participate in that and we'll help them get food. These are going to be open to anybody who needs help with food. We want to make sure that the folks who are coming to pick up the food are aware of all the other programs that we have. Uh, that if they need help with food stamps or they need help with Medicaid or WIC, any of the other programs, we want to screen them for those other benefits so we can help them out. Sometimes they're like, I just I just started back to work. I'm going to get my first check in 2 weeks. I don't have any money right now for food. That's no problem. You know, let's get you signed up for this for the next distribution. And okay, we have the referral partner program, and this is it's a really good program because people will call us. They say they need help with food, and they do, and we help them out. But the real problem is there's been a break in employment. It's been 2 months. It's been a continuing problem. They're waiting to get money from their next job, or maybe they're waiting on their Social Security, SSI, disability check, or something else. So there's a time when they're falling behind on their regular bills, the housing expenses, and the referral to folks here, and we just send a letter out, or we have them sign a letter. It's just permission to call, and so it gives us permission to give them a call to ask them if they need help with these services, and it also gives them lets them know what's going on. So we call them, we check to see, what their situation is. Is it mortgage? Is it rent? Is it utilities? Is it help with daycare or some other program, or looking for work? And we will connect them with those organizations. So we will get them fill out the forms for them if they need that help. And then we'll see if they can start getting help from these agencies. Now, we don't give out money. It'd be great if we could, but we connect them with the agencies that do help pay those bills. Okay, employment services is wonderful. Sometimes we get folks who have worked all their lives, and they don't want to they don't want to stop working, but for some reason they can't find work right now. We have Project Quest, which is with the school districts. We have ways to help them get ready to move on to their next job. Culinary training is fantastic. We have a big kitchen where we make food for kids. We make food for seniors. Um, it's really cool. But the way that we run the program is we get folks who want to work in a professional kitchen, and we train them the whole thing. How to set up your knives and your vegetables, how to cut your vegetables and your fruit, how to pair the vegetables with the meats, all different kinds of things. Baking. It's an 18-week program. At the end of the program, you get your certification, so you can work in any professional restaurant. It's wonderful, and we have the restaurant owners come over. We have the chefs come over, and they train them, and then they also look and see if maybe they want to start working with them. So it's a really good program. Warehouse also. Uh, Folks who learn how to do inventory, folks who want to learn how to run a forklift. It's a really good training program, and we can do for long-term employment and short-term. Sometimes people are looking for that long-term employment. Maybe they're going to school for it, but they need a job right now to help pay the bills, so we can help out with the short-term too. We also have other programs here at the food bank. Daisy Cares is wonderful. It's for pet food. We we have people who are like, listen, I don't want to choose between feeding my dog or feeding my kids. I say you don't have to choose. We can set you up. We have different sites. They can give us a call, and then we can help out with pet food. They can just go pick up the pet food. Senior programs, wonderful programs. A lot of seniors are on fixed incomes, and they may be qualify for SNAP benefits, but maybe $20 a month. Um, so we help out with that. Senior programs can get them like 30 pounds of food every month. It's separate from food stamps. They can sign up for one of the programs, and then they can go to one of the sites that's close to where they live and pick up the food. Homebound delivery is very limited, but we are still trying to help out with that. Where if somebody calls up, they have no transportation, they have no way of getting food, we will try to schedule a one-time delivery of some basic non-perishable foods. We can help out with diapers for the kids, diapers for people with disabilities. We have the work with the diaper bank, and we work with some other agencies that we can help out. Housing is so important. We work with SAHA and the Bear County Housing Authority, so we can help people transition from homelessness into housing. Veteran agencies, we have lots of veteran agencies here. Of course, this is military city, so we have all kinds of agencies that want to help out with the veterans if they're looking for medical assistance, if they're looking for help with rent, utilities, if they're looking for work, if they're looking for other resources, we're happy to help them out. And then of course we have all the health resources for people who don't have any kind of medical coverage. We can help them apply for Medicaid, and then while they're waiting, we have all these other low cost or free medical programs that we want to help them contact. We have other different areas which don't necessarily are part of the client services part. We have our nutrition program where we're teaching kids how to grow food. We have the programs for seniors living better with diabetes. All these programs to help people eat better. We have volunteer services, and people love to come here and work. They volunteer on the weekends. They volunteer on holidays. It's wonderful to see all these people coming in because they know about the work that we're doing. We have a big farm. We have goats. We have chickens. People come over and feed the animals. We have the farms around the missions, and these farms, all the work is done by volunteers. They help plant, they help sow, they harvest all the food, and then all that food that we're growing on these farms in the area goes straight back into our food pantries. We teach them about animal care, how to feed the goats, how to feed the chickens. They can also come over and they can do the basic work. Is we get pallets of food coming in. They help salvage. They take out any of the cans that are no good, anything that doesn't look edible, and they sort it, put it into boxes, so we can distribute that food at our food distributions and at our food pantries. And we also are working with the Methodist and Wesley, United Healthcare for the mobile mercado, which brings fresh produce out to the different health clinics and hospitals, and we give that out right there along with the information about eating healthy. It's a really good program. We're really excited about that. Um, like I said, there's the main food bank is here in San Antonio, but we have our sister site, the New Braunfels Food Bank, and they do the same things that we do. It's really nice, really pretty, and it's far enough away that people are going to be like, oh, I'd much rather go to the New Braunfels Food Bank because it's a lot easier for me to access, which is perfectly fine. We're happy that we have the that sister site. And that's the question that we ask. How can we help you? We want you to tell us um, what you're looking for. If we can't do it here at the food bank, we really hope that we can find somebody, an agency, an organization that's able to help you out with whatever you need. Um, if you need information, you can go onto our website, www.safoodbank.org. Our client services department, that's the folks who are here helping with SNAP benefits, with Medicaid, doing the applications, doing the renewals, helping out with the food distributions, signing people up for the programs, referral partner programs, all those different things. They can be reached at that site. This phone number, 210-431-8326. And if you have a question, you want to talk to somebody, you can send me an email. I'll always answer my emails. I'm usually not on the phones, but I will answer phone calls also. My office number is 210-431-8357. And if I don't have the answer, I always tell people I got 100 experts sitting around. I'll ask them, and I'll get you the answer. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience, and I will leave it open to any questions.
Paul, do you guys help with the HUD applications as well?
With the HUD applications, I think our referral partner people can help out with that. They do the City of San Antonio ones for the utility assistance. They do the rental,
Okay.
and for those applications, we want to go through the referral partner program so they can call and say, well, we need these documents. So we'll set up an appointment for you. Come in with all these documents because that's what not what we need, but this is what the agency or the organization needs. So they're prepared. So when they come in, there's no surprises.
Okay. So Paul, do you guys assess or help those who are homebound?
Yes, we do. We help out with all kinds of resources for people who are homebound. We want to check first to see if they're getting benefits, SNAP benefits, Medicaid, things like that. We can do the applications over the phone, print them out, send it to the client. They can sign it, send it back to us. We can also do the virtual applications. So if they have a computer, laptop, and internet access, we can do the whole thing right there on the computer. We have a sort of an emergency homebound service for a one-time distribution of food, and we're trying to expand that. With the pandemic, we went from lots and lots of agencies, lots of seniors who were retired were willing to help out and do all this stuff. And then they said, because of health issues, we're not willing to go into a little tiny room with 50 other strangers. We're very concerned about that. So, but we are looking, and our numbers are going back up. What we want to do is to say, if you're homebound and you need help right away with food, we're going to say, do you have somebody who can pick up the food for you? Do you have a relative, a family, a neighbor, maybe a neighbor that helps you? Maybe we could set that up and have them go pick up the food. We have a couple places that do the homebound distribution, but not very many. We're trying to bring that back up, and hopefully when the pandemic eases and people aren't so worried about this COVID, it's possible we're going to have more people sign up again to help us with those distributions. But usually we ask people, well, how were you, how were you getting food last week, or last month? Well, my, I've got my neighbor who can help me out. Well, let's see if we can get your neighbor to go pick up the food, say this weekend. Let's see if we can do that. Or for Project Hope, it's a monthly distribution for seniors. Maybe they can go have somebody come pick up that food for them and bring it to their house. Okay, we're always looking for ways. We're always looking for ways to get food to people.
That's awesome. That is awesome. San Antonio is a great city.